What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band Antaeus, entitled Condemnation. This is released on Norma Evangelium Diaboli. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Paris, France, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very fast-paced, blasphemous, chaotic style of black metal. Yeah. Antaeus are easily my favorite band to come out of French black metal. The visuals, the vocals, the lyrics, the music, just how overall psychotic and maddening this band is. I mean, the first time I had ever heard this band, I want to say was their debut full-length from 2000 and called Cut Your Flesh and Worship Satan. I mean, listening to that album, the vocal styles, the lyrics, the themes, just the kind of seriousness this band brought really made me appreciate it that much more. And ever since that album had came out, this band had been nothing but consistent with delivering some incredible music. Not just with full-length albums, but with splits, live performances, just an overall consistent package. I mean, splits with the likes of bands such as Krieg, Antaeus, Necrophagia, to later full-length albums like De Principi Evangelicum, to Blood Libels. Just an overall amazing, amazing stuff. And I like what this band does with their approach to black metal. The ridiculous, fast-paced movements this band brings, the vocal retchings, the riffs, the bass work, the album covers, the lyrics, the visual aspects of this band. It's just insane. And of course, a band like this would help spawn forth other bands like, let's say, Aosoth, which of course the singer of Antaeus is also involved in, to a band like Six, which has members of both Aosoth and Antaeus together in there. Just an overall amazing legacy this band has brought. But yeah, going back to Blood Libels, that was the last time we had heard a full-length from this band, all the way back in 2006. And when I found out that there was going to be a brand new Antaeus record, I was completely thrown out of left field. I had no idea this was even going to happen. I saw an article get posted, an interview with the singer, a song stream, and honestly, listening to the title track of this new album gave me so much hope and anticipation as to what the rest of this record was going to sound like. This is the first Antaeus record in over 10 years, and I was very curious to know what was going to happen, considering the fact that it's mainly the two of the main people behind a project like Antaeus, the vocalist MKM and the guitarist Set, along with a hired gun for drumming. Wanted to know what this was all going to be about, and now here we are with the fourth Antaeus record entitled Condemnation. It's 9 tracks, and it clocks in at around 41 minutes in length, and listening to this album really validates why I love a band like this so much. This album validates why I think Antaeus is one of the greatest French black metal bands to ever exist. And for them to come out with a record like this so unexpectedly and so suddenly, and for it to sound as good as it does, really makes me love this band that much more. I honestly think this is an album that's going to shake up things in my top 5 of this year, of the end of the year list. There's a really good chance that this won't be the last time I talk about this record before this year is over. Moving on to this album, like I said, this album is mainly a canvas with paintbrushes by some of the people who were involved with Antaeus. And one thing that really stands out about this record is Set's riff work. The guitar playing that's done throughout this record is so intricate, so wild, and so frantic, it really brings the listener to think why a band like Antaeus is so important. Listening to songs like Flesh Ritual, Watchers, the aforementioned title track that I talked about earlier, to songs like Symmetry of Strangers, the guitar playing on here is just so evil, so nasty sounding. I love the way every riff is played and delivered. Just that psychotic sort of idea ideas going on with his riffs. It's just really amazing to listen to. It's enthralling. You really want to get into the psyche of how he's doing it and how he's playing it, and it really, really does sound amazing. I would say the lengthier songs on this album really bring out the best of his guitar playing, and really, every song weaves a great story to be told, and the way he handles the guitar playing is just sensational from the first real song all the way to the last real song of this record. As far as the drumming is concerned, they brought in Menthor from the band Lucifer, and of course, if you've heard his work with both Lucifer and more recently with Nightbringer, you could tell that this is a drummer that plays very well, very good speed, very quick-witted, but yet he does it with grace and class. And to hear him play the kind of style of drumming you would hear on an Antaeus record on Condemnation really sounds amazing. It almost feels effortless at times. But going to his drum performance, it is a really, really entertaining blast fest. Just a lot of really great movements, great blast beats, great fills. I almost sense a bit of hyper blasting going on in certain parts of songs, but I really think he makes that kind of drumming style work. The drumming style that he plays on Condemnation really, really sounds wonderful. It sounds awesome. I love the way that it feels. It's just relentless. It pushes the pace that much quicker. I mean, this is a 41-minute long album, but the way he plays the drums, the way he handles things, the way it sounds, the way that it moves, it's just so amazing to listen to Menthor play the drums the way that he does. It's just so amazing and awe-inspiring in a sense. And moving on to the vocals, MKM's vocals are very, very distinctive and recognizable. I really do love his vocal style. I love his retchings. I love the way he sounds, the way he talks. He just has that certain possessed sort of quality going for him in his vocals. Once again, going to songs like Angels of Despair, Flesh Ritual, Angels of Despair, to even the last closing moments of this record with songs like End of Days and Abeyance. Just some really, really great vocal work being done here by MKM. His vocal style really makes you appreciate why he's been at the forefront of a band like this for many, many years. And he still has it. He still delivers the goods. He still delivers an amazing vocal performance. Just a lot of tormented anger and anguish and pain going through his vocals. And he really does a tremendous job here with Condemnation. So overall, for a 10-year break, it really seems like Antaeus really hasn't lost a pep in their step. They've come forward with one of the best black metal albums of 2016, and for them to show up with something like this out of the blue is not only surprising, but refreshing. I'm really, really happy that Antaeus are back in the fold with a new album. Hopefully this will be inspiring of them to continue forward and continue making music, because this is indeed one of the most important French black metal bands in all of metal today. Not just in French black metal, but black metal in general. I fucking love this band. So, if I had to pick any favorite tracks off of this album, I would definitely have to say Shadow Fires, Flesh Ritual, Watchers, Symmetry of Strangers, End of Days. This whole album is just flawless to me. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Antaeus Bandcamp page, where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it, buy it digitally, and you can buy it directly through the Bandcamp page. It is available as both a CD and 12-inch vinyl. There's also t-shirt and hoodie options available, and if you want to look to get it through North America, I believe you can order it through the Ajna Offensive. They have shirts, CDs, and 12-inch records. I pre-ordered the record myself, and I am chomping at the bit for it to get here. I want to have it right next to my other 3 Antaeus records. So, again, the album is Condemnation by Antaeus. This is released on Norma Evangelium Diaboli. This is mandatory purchasing. And for a score, I'm going to give this the highest score I can possibly give, and that is a perfect 10 out of 10. Antaeus are back. This is one of the most deadliest French black metal bands to ever exist, and this album is one of the deadliest black metal albums to come out in 2016. So, if you happen to have heard this album, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it and how you think it compares to previous Antaeus records. Are any of you guys into Antaeus? Definitely let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until the next time, Army Ho out.